Perhaps you have a budding scientist on your hands, and we know science is super important. So we also, depending on the age of your kids, have some great series that introduce some different science topics. This is my very first, and this one happens to be dinosaurs. There are a few other topics also. You can see the illustrations are so colorful, bright and fun, and it gives some really important information, treating kids like the smart, super smart individuals that they are, even from a very young age, giving them facts and information about different science topics. There's another series that we have called the Usborne Young Beginners that have other science topics. This one is about flowers, and the illustrations in these are just beautiful. The first time I looked at it, I honestly thought that it was photographs, and then that some of the pictures were photographs, and then I realized that the whole thing was illustrated. So this series is another great one, filled with great information for kids. Another series we have, filled with different science topics, are these big books. This one is there's some social studies topics in these too, but this one is the Big Book of the Body, and it talks about all different topics with your body, and each page has some kind of a big spread. That's why they're called the big books. That one was about the skeletal system, and then there's one for the nervous or the muscles here. Again, and all the different systems in the body, taking a breath. Sometimes the spread goes out a different direction to make it the big spread. So this one is the Big Book of the Body. There's some nutrition information in there, another important and useful tool for a little bit older elementary age kids, I'd say. Another fun book that we have for elementary age for science is this 100 Things to Know About Science, and it's filled with just a random assortment of scientific facts. If venom gets into your body, the Earth has 2 north poles, the Earth's magnetic poles are constantly moving, a Mobius strip has only one side and only one edge. So it has just interesting different facts, and there's an index and a glossary at the back of that one. And we also have, then getting a little more detailed, is this children's encyclopedia. This one has some history and some social studies type information in it too, but again, just like our other books with the beautiful illustrations and photographs, lots of important and interesting information in these books, covering a wide range of topics. And this one happens to have internet links then, that if you find a topic that you're particularly interested in, or there's something like here's one about the Viking Raiders. I guess that would be more of a social studies topic, but it says scan the code to watch an animated movie about Viking Raiders, and you'll find different QR codes and internet links throughout that encyclopedia. We also have this illustrated dictionary of science for older students, because it's a complete reference guide to physics, chemistry, and biology. You can buy them each individually also, but I happen to own the one that has all 3 of them combined into one book. And if you have somebody who especially loves to read about nature or animals, this Mysteries and Marvels of Nature is a really interesting book. I'd say upper elementary, middle school would enjoy this one. I enjoy reading it, but it wouldn't necessarily be a particularly advanced book for like a high school science resource or anything. And if you have a student who especially loves computers and technology, we have this Coding for Beginners using Scratch and Lift the Flaps, Computers and Codes. So far above my head, even with this level of book. But our Lift the Flaps, our Q&A books are so fun. And we also have a plethora of books that include different science experiments and things you can do about plants and air and building volcanoes and things to make and do that have to do with science. So be sure to check those out on our website too.